All right, good morning, fifth graders. We are finishing up our stories about the Florida Keys and the coral reefs. So now we have to write a short response, and we've already talked about text structures, the compare and contrast, and cause and effect. And so it says identify the text structures of Florida Keys and keep coral reefs healthy. Describe how each structure helps the author present his or her ideas. Use details from each text to support your response. Okay, well, we've already talked about this, and we talked about how this article, this journal entry, the Florida Keys, was compare and contrast. And you can see the word similar and well, we did this in the other lesson. Both kelp forests and coral reefs. Do you see those? So this one we already identified as compare and contrast. Okay, so you just need to now go in there and how that structure is helping the author present his ideas and use details, just like I just showed you with the word similar. So find details in the passage that supports that it is compare contrast. And actually, you can look back here. We talked about it right here as well. All right. And the other one was keep coral reefs healthy. And the text structure of that is cause and effect. And we talked about those keywords in there, and you know, these things like pollution is affecting the coral reefs, and what we can do to help things so that it doesn't get worse. So that structure is cause and effect, and you want to support that with details. And again, we already kind of went through that here, so that should help you as well, looking back. All right, so down here it says in this lesson, you compared and contrasted how information in text is structured. Explain how these skills can help you better understand informational text that you read. Okay, so comparing and contrasting tells you how things are similar and how they are different when you read. And that structure helps you to understand informational text. So address that here. And actually, that is it for the reading. That was a quick one. Now let's look at what your writing assignment is. Hold on, let me find that. Your writing assignment is entry 4, part 2. So let's take a look at entry 4, part 2. That's on page 16. So let's take a look at 16. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot to give you your writing assignment for Thursday. Okay, so you probably got it from Mr. Miller or Miss Nash anyway, but this was Thursday's writing assignment. Write a fiction story that starts with something falling from the sky. And you're going to write a made-up story about that, realistic fiction type of story. And then this is today's writing assignment, and it is interjections. Your teachers will go over this page and talk to you about what an interjection is, and here's some examples and when we use them. So I'm going to go ahead and jump to the independent practice, and you're going to circle after I've read them. Okay? So let's see, for numbers 1 through 3, choose the purpose of the underlined interjection. So up here, it tells you when to use different ones. Okay, and what their purpose is. So let's look. Yay, we are going to another movie today. Okay, is that showing agreement, showing excitement, showing a mistake, or to show anger? Okay, so you can look right here and it tells you a little hint. Okay, so go ahead and mark that. Okay, number 2. Phew, I thought we would have to stay home and do chores. All right, so does that show a mistake, show understanding, show surprise, or show relief? Okay, and if you need to, go back up here, and after it tells you. Okay, number 3. Oh, I think we are doing chores tomorrow. Does that show happiness, show surprise, show another thought, or show relief? If you go back up here, that tells you right there. All right, for numbers 4 and 5, choose the example that is punctuated correctly. So these in number 4 all say the same thing. You just have to pick the one that is punctuated correctly. Wow! Exclamation point. That was a very scary movie. B. Wow, that was a very scary movie. C. Wow, that was a very scary movie. Wow, that was a very scary movie. All right, so which one of those is punctuated correctly? And number 5, well, oh, wait a minute. Let me reread that. Well, I wasn't very scared. 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 All right. So go ahead and fill those out, and that, I believe, is it for today. And I will see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.